Hi, welcome to TalkBox, TalkBoxers. We finally up and did it. We've got a magician on the show for you. His name's Pete Heat. He's amazing. You're going to love it. He even does some tricks. Tricks are for kids, but not here, not on TalkBox. That's right. Check him out. Here he is. You ready?
Rich Fulcher.
Dun, 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 dun. Magic. Oh, hey, Pete. I was just practicing.
Oh, nice.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are
Have
you?
a seat.
Thank you.
I keep forgetting how tall you are.
Very tall.
Were you always tall?
I was taller.
Really? You've shrunk?
Yeah, I'm Benjamin Buttoning.
Some people take growth pills, but you took shrinking pills.
Yeah, exactly. Cause,
Oh my
I was
gosh.
just always smashing my head on stuff like aeroplanes. I was as a baby. I wasn't that tall actually, but I've always, always been a long boy.
I feel bad you don't have a drink or anything. Do you want a drink?
Can I have yours, please?
No, this is just coffee.
No, I'm all good, thanks.
So what brings you here? Oh, I asked you to be on it, but other than that, what's going on right now?
I'm doing. It's not an exciting answer. I'm doing a lot of corporate events at the moment.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Corporate.
Yeah. Have you heard of commerce?
Yeah, suits.
Yeah, a lot of suits.
But they pay the money, right?
They do. Yeah. That's kind of annoyingly that's what pays the bills.
What if you found out the company though they would like sell babies or something? Would you be against it? Would you still take the money?
Who are they selling them to?
Underworld kingpins.
I think that it's hard to defend that, isn't it?
Oh no, I don't get into that right now. We don't need to do that. Let's not get, yeah.
But no, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't take their money. But I once got offered to do like a cigarette commercial, and the idea was making cigarettes cool for teenagers in Egypt. And it was going to.
That is so cool.
It's pretty cool. I was supposed to be doing magic tricks with the cigarettes, just like bang, yeah. And the teenagers were supposed to go, I never really thought about smoking, but this is cool.
You've made me smoke.
Yeah, and so I didn't take that one. But yeah, that was the most clearly fucked.
Yeah, there's some that are very,
Yeah, almost every company's got something wrong with it in some way, I'm sure. But that was the most
If you
clear.
Research it enough, right?
Yeah. So if you don't research it, then it's fine. Yeah.
I don't want to know what you do, McDonald's.
Exactly.
No.
They're not them. They're fine,
They're
right?
fine.
Yeah,
McDonald's is great. You deserve a break today. So you've been doing corporate gigs, and do you physically go to the corporation and?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of my income is literally like some law firm is having a networking drinks thing. Can you go and like mingle and show them some tricks? Like that's at its dullest. That's at its dullest. That's what
I love
my job
that stuff.
Yeah.
Because at first you just come in, right, and they just think you're a regular dude.
But because of my hair length and general demeanor, I think they're like, who the fuck is this
Pretend
guy?
you work for the company.
Yeah,
and,
sometimes they say stuff like that, and it's always so cringe because they'll be like, "Oh, can you just like pretend it's like it's your first day?" And then sort of, and I'm like,
"Oh God!"
So
Can I just come in and say I'm a magician?
And it doesn't work either because like, so you say that for 1 second, and everyone's like, "Okay, whatever, who cares?" So it's my first day, and they're like, "Right."
Hey, it's the magician!
But then like the moment that you start doing tricks, it's like, I guess he's a magician. Like, there's no like, ta-da, ta-da.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. So he was lying earlier.
Or even worse is they still think you work there.
Yeah,
but
and they
you're
think you're just
magician.
a massive show off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like, put the cards away, mate. Have a drink. Yeah. It's not all about you.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Sign your employment contract and
just move on. Yeah. So that's fun. But then the more fun stuff I do is like the with kind of like more comedy allied stuff, like stage stuff where where they've actually come to see you and you've created a show, which that's
Now,
what
do you
I
like doing, are you part of the bill with a lot of other comics?
I've done that quite a lot. In fact, the first time I ever did. The first time I ever did that, it was on your night, Fulchfest, right?
Yes.
And this was years ago. It's got to be like 2011 or something, maybe.
Just give background. I did a show called Fulchfest. Or was it Rich Fulcher and his fucked up friends?
You did that later, or at least I did do that as well.
Yes,
but
yes.
I did that afterwards. The first one I did was Fulchfest in
Fulchfest.
Kentish Town, maybe.
Yes, it was the place was called the Bull
and Gate.
and Gate. Great place.
It was amazing. In fact, you know what? I don't know if I told you this at the time. I already had tickets to go to see you in that show, right? Because I was a big Bush fan. I had tickets to see the show, and then I got an email from the producer Harry, who I'd never met, and he was going, "Someone's recommended you as a magician. We want to make it a bit more variety. Can you come to this thing?" And I'm like, "I'm there already." I'm there.
Oh, so he got in touch with you.
He got in touch with me, and I was already coming anyway.
God.
So I was like, yeah, I can definitely be there because I'm going to be there.
So we had you milling about in the middle, in the interval, right? At some point?
A little, well, no, I think that was sort of just unofficial. I think I just at the end I hung around and we had drinks. I was just showing up. Yeah. But
show up.
Yeah. But no, I did like a 10, 20 minutes on stage with you guys. But at the time that bill was like insane because I was my first.
So many
it was like
people.
Stephen Merchant, you, Kevin Eldon, Alice Lowe, like everyone on the bill.
Heavy
the
hitters.
Brett Domino trio.
Heavy comedy hitters. And Pete Heat.
Yeah, and it's like, who's this guy? But actually it went really well, I thought.
It went great. The shows were awesome.
Yeah, and
it was electric.
Yeah, it was really good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was like my first time where I was like, right, I'm going to do this sort of comedy thing. I always loved comedy and thought I wanted to do it, but that was the first proper one that I had been a part of, and it was all downhill from there because that lineup was fucking amazing.
I've never asked you this, but how do comedians react towards magicians? Are they? Do they take you in as one of the brethren?
It varies. It varies because you can be a bit like dismissed as like in the same way a prop comic might be a bit like, oh, he's cheating, he's got his gimmicks, right?
Yeah.
But some people like love magic and like respect the craft.
Yeah.
Where they talk to you very earnestly about the sleight of hand, and even that's a bit weird as well. But
all right, I'm just going on like
yeah,
you.
Yeah, but yeah, I hate it when it's like this sort of. Oh, you're a variety act, and then that'll be the last thing they say to you.
Oh.
But I mean, that's okay because they're often shit anyway. and then you see them, and you're like, well, like they were laughing a lot more at my set than yours.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
That's your dig.
Yeah, but So or often they are very nice and receptive. But I think. Because I do, and I mean, you haven't seen me probably in years on stage, but I do a lot of like jokes now as well as just the tricks.
Wait, you do jokes now?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm a funny guy. But yeah, I mean, it used to be that any joke was kind of hinged.
Yeah, I always thought you were funny.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
But the jokes were sort of hinged around the tricks always, right? So it would be like, this bit of procedure needs to happen for the magic trick, and I'll write some sort of thing to say to make it a bit less boring while we're doing the procedure. Whereas now I'll have jokes that exist separately.
Real
to that.
jokes.
Actual big boy jokes, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah. Don't know where we're getting
And so you do some hour shows too, right?
I've done the Fringe, like solo shows, like 6 times
great.
now. Maybe 6 times. Yeah.
I remember you wrote me once about the Fringe.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was I hallucinating?
No, you know what? Yeah. You wrote. In fact, you very kindly gave me an endorsement for my poster.
I did.
You know when you have quotes from comedians. You
did.
said, Pete Heat is the best magician I know, and I know one magician.
Oh!
Which was amazing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, I love that.
But see, that's the thing, though. I only choose to know one magician, and that's the best one.
Vacancy is filled. Yeah, no, thank you. Very kind.
I only know one harpsichordist.
Yep.
I only know one flautist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want one of the best
you want one
of everything.
Each. Yeah. You don't want to waste a flautist.
Flout.
Yeah.
Or is it flutist?
There's a lot of debate raging as we speak.
Okay.
I've no idea.
How is it that, okay, I know how you work on jokes and stuff. You just try them out or you just talk in the mirror. How do you try out new tricks?
Yeah, it can be
Like,
quite scary, like, because
what do you do? Do you just start from scratch and go, okay, I've got a deck of cards. I'm gonna do something with my fourth finger. Like, how do you even
Yeah.
begin to think of new?
It's a good question. So there's like a couple of ways of doing it.
It's a good
It's a good,
question.
yeah, it's a good question. Like, there's a couple of ways. It's quite a weird thing to come up with because obviously it has to be impossible, which is like, well, how am I going to do that then? But so, yeah, so you come up with
Because
the
let me just
yeah,
just say one thing.
yeah.
Because it's the same with comedy, right? With magic, you start out, you kind of imitate your heroes or
Oh yeah,
whatever,
yeah, definitely.
right? So you don't really find your own voice until later.
Mm.
Is it the same with magic? Like I'm doing all of Houdini's tricks, or like I'm just copying
Yeah,
these, and gradually the Pete Heat in me is coming out.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I used to basically be a sort of David Blaine clone when I started out, just doing the
Yeah,
kind of
street magic.
slow street magic, just kind of very, but like that stuff was cool, man. Really like direct and sort of, there's a thing, now it's changed, but very sort of mysterious.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah, it was good, wasn't it? But yeah, but then yeah, you start to find your own voice. But also, yeah, it's just starting with an impossible premise, like, oh, would it be cool if, I don't know, whatever, if those glasses floated off the table or whatever it is, and and then you've got to sort of work through.
Need some work.
Yeah, it was close there. And then you just got to work through. Well, obviously that can't actually happen. How can it look like that? It's going to happen. What have we got to? Yeah. And
What do
you
we
sort-
have to do?
Yeah. So like, well, and you think, well, maybe it's on a string, and they think, well, that would look really obvious. It'd be dangling around. People would see the string anyway. And you think, well, what if, okay, if it had to be a string, maybe you'd change the lighting so you can't see it. Yeah, but then that would, and you gradually, because I mean, that's
So you're
that's still
saying
shit. But
yes,
like,
yes,
you'd
yes.
like work your way through all the sort of, okay, that's maybe we'll eliminate that as a method. That's the first thing anyone would think. So we won't go with that. We'll go with something completely different.
So you're saying with a lot of tricks, it's basically reverse engineering.
Yeah, exactly.
So you find out what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be nude on stage.
Yes.
Then you go, how can I get nude on stage?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I've done that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
my first trick. Yeah, I did actually do basically a trick like that.
You did?
Well, no, not nude completely, but you remember I did that thing where someone was colouring in a picture of me and I took my clothes off to reveal I was wearing like the pink pants and the yellow vest and all the colours that they'd chosen. I don't know if you
nice.
remember that. But and that's gone wrong before as well, which is hilariously embarrassing. I used to close my shows with this sort of, I'd take my
finale.
clothes off and I'm wearing all the kind of underwear that matches their drawing, right? Does that make sense as a premise? So like they've gone green socks, like they've chosen orange for the vest or whatever, and then I'm wearing all that stuff under my clothes. But I've got to the end of the show before I started taking my clothes off, and then looked at the drawing and thought, "Fuck, that's completely wrong." And then you're just there in your pants on stage in front of a room full of people, and then you're like, "Okay, that's my time."
But then you have a
Like,
fallback.
well, no, I mean, by that point, because it was the last show, it's so like, sorry, the last trick of the show. It's so, you've gone so far down that route. If you suddenly went, oh, but no, but there's an envelope with a different drawing, and it would just be like, that's not what he meant.
Maybe
to do.
they thought you were deliberately doing that.
I think so, because it was so funny. Like, it's like, and because I think my style is quite shambolic anyway.
And all
on stage.
your other tricks worked.
Yes, yeah, exactly. But often there's that sort of jokey, oh, it's gone wrong, but no, it hasn't. There's a twist. That's the kind of a well-established trope in magic, isn't it? So I think people are like, oh, is that? Oh, did that? Was that meant
So
to
they're
happen?
all talking.
Yeah. So then at the
afterwards.
end, yeah, they're like,
Is he
yeah.
shit?
Yeah. I think he's shit. Yeah. So that's
No, he's not. Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's what you want them. That's what you want to leave. What you want to leave them with. Yeah.
What do you think of that show, by the way, that Penn and Teller show?
Fool us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's quite
Where they
good.
sort of critique the magicians.
Yeah, and they do this sort of code to show that they understood it, but try not to give it away to the audience. But it's always really obvious code. It's always like, let me just say, first of all, you have a magnetic personality. And then you're like, oh, I wonder what he's saying the method is there. But I like the show. I think it's good.
Your elasticity
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yes, you had, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I think it's good though. I think it's quite sort of respectful of sort of lame thing to say. Quite respectful of magic the way it's formed. The reason I say that, like what I mean is, magic is often like the butt of a joke, right? It's just quite a funny thing to make fun of magic. It's a bit ridiculous.
Of course,
but
yeah. People slough it off because they're scared of
They're
it,
scared. They
right?
can't handle the magic. Yeah, but also it is a bit. It's often quite ridiculous. It takes itself very seriously, and ultimately you're pretending you've got magic powers, which if you don't present that right, it just looks like, who is this ridiculous man? Are we supposed to go, oh, I guess you're magic then? You know, like what's the, do you get what I'm saying? Like what's the desired reaction?
Is people think you're magic?
Yeah,
I would think.
Yeah, I mean, and that's lame, isn't
But
it?
you don't present it like that.
No.
You just do the magic. It's up to them whether or not they think you're a magic person.
And
That's their own head.
And I do it in quite a sort of, hopefully quite a silly, fun way. But you still do get people going, how old were you when you realised you had this gift? And you're like, oh, I don't really know how to answer that. Like, what gift? What the gift? Like, oh, what, like mind reading? It's like, oh no, is it like? But you don't want to. You equally don't want to go like, no, you idiot! Like, rub them on the head.
But there is a sort of weird thing about magicians in that I know you, we're friends. If we went out for a drink or ate a meal, I would be treating you as a fellow human, but in the back of my mind, I'd be going, he's also a magician.
He's up to something.
He can do things.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it is funny. Like, let's say if I pick something up off the table, people who know me are like, oh, what's he doing?
Yeah,
like,
what are you doing?
I was just grabbing the salt because I think I've got.
I'm just eating.
Yeah, I've got like quite a practiced way of moving my hands, so I think everything's just a bit magician-y. Yeah, it's like in the IT Crowd episode where she dates the guy that looks like a magician but isn't. Have you seen that?
Oh yes, I love that.
And it's like he just acts like a magician, and she can't handle it, so she tries to get him to learn magic. But yeah, so I think I do sort of magician-y stuff, and people are like, oh, he's gonna.
Yes.
Oh no.
This leads me to a question.
Yes.
What TV show or film do you think most accurately depicts magicians or magic?
That is another good question. Good work.
I haven't even thought of this. It just came out of my head.
So like a drama rather than an actual magic. I'm trying to think.
Remember that Columbo where there were the magician?
Columbo with the magician? I don't think
somebody
I saw it.
Murdered somebody in the middle of his act.
Oh, right, nice.
And Columbo caught on to it.
Oh, nice, that guy.
One more question.
Nice.
When you were going you were in the trunk.
Yeah,
and then
Oh, amazing.
he figured it out.
I haven't seen that one, but yeah, there's a whole genre.
That was my Columbo.
It's good. There's a whole genre.
My wife.
Yeah, there's a whole genre of like detective sort of programs where it's called Magician as Detective, where it's like the magician using their magic skills to supposedly solve. In fact, there's that thing, The Mentalist. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Where it's like, but often they do the films about magic is really sort of romanticized to the point where people really sort of believe, like, The Prestige. It's got all this sort of voiceover of like, a magic trick has three parts. It's the something and the turn and the prestige and you get people saying stuff like that to me, and I'm like, that's not a real thing.
No.
Like, oh yeah, but for where's the prestige of this trick? And it's like, that's not a thing. That's Hollywood.
Hey, can I call you Prestige?
They're always saying it.
Yeah,
they're following me around.
Where did they get that then?
So there's
Prestige.
I think just some writer made up some. Well, maybe it is in some weird old book, and they took it as gospel. Like, oh, this is what magicians say.
Because maybe it's from Presto.
Possibly.
Could it? No, I don't know.
It could be. There's a TV. I don't know if. In fact, I won't say anything about this except that it exists. There's a TV show being made at the moment about Siegfried and Roy. Do you know those guys?
Yeah.
So they made Tigers.
They're German, right?
Yeah, they're both dead
Tiger.
now. Yeah, they'd make
both of them are dead.
Yeah, one of them got mauled by a tiger.
Yeah.
And they were both obviously
like his head was
not ideal. But there's a.
You can cut this part out, Kenny, or show it. No, okay.
There's so Apple TV are making an 8-part series about their story, and it's a really interesting story actually. And I'm consulting on it.
Are you?
Yeah. So
I was gonna ask. You should be a consultant.
I am. That was quick.
Did they do magic or did they do lion taming?
No, they did magic. Yeah, so they'd make the tigers appear and stuff. But Siegfried, who's played by Jude Law. it was really good with coins, and he's brought me in to sort of teach him some stuff. I don't think I'm allowed to say anything else about it, but that's happening.
Was
anyway.
Jude good at it?
He's lovely, yeah, and I think we're still doing more sessions. But
Consultant
yeah.
is like, that's amazing because they're relying on you for information.
Yeah, and it's nice.
Do
Yeah,
you so you sit on the set, right? And then they do a scene, they go, does that look right?
yeah, so far it's just been around his house, just going like doing a little rehearsal sort of thing. So I haven't been. I don't think they've started shooting yet. But yeah, that exactly. Yeah, and you watch it back on the monitor and go, yeah, it would be more like this, or you do this sort of movement. Yeah. So yeah, it's quite. You realise how much you know when you're teaching something.
I totally forgot that Siegfried and Roy did magic.
Yeah, that was their whole. That was what they were, magicians. Yeah.
So how did the lion stuff come into play? They just wanted to make it bigger. And
so Roy was like really into animals and I think he got.
Would like sexually?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But I think he did.
Now I'm gonna watch it.
He did stuff with. It's really hot. It's really hot.
Roy and tiger.
It's really hot. No, I think he'd do stuff with doves initially, and at least the story is that then he got.
This is too small.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
and he got a cheetah from somewhere, like a baby cheetah. And so we do these nightclub acts, and then suddenly there'd be a cheetah on stage, and everyone like, what the fuck is going on? And that instantly like started making headlines. And they did this.
What, like health and safety things?
Well, like I think this is way before. This is like.
Was
70s.
This in Germany?
But they travel around the world, so it was all over the place. But they got invited when they became a double act. They got invited to. Sort of Grace Kelly's place in Monaco, you know, like Princess, whatever that palace is or whatever, where and they did this show for like the royalty and you know all the kind of celebrities of the day.
Oh, it's a fucking cheetah!
Yeah, but like apparently like so I think either a cheetah or a tiger or something jumped off the stage into the audience, and they're panicking because like they don't know, but they had to just pretend this was normal. And this massive fucking cat's like walking through the audience, like looks at Princess whatever, and like she strokes him, like thinking this is all safe and part of it.
It wasn't.
No, like dangerous fucking animal. Like could have and then it walks off through down the aisle and out of the room. But then the next day, all the headlines were like, "This is the most amazing act you've ever seen. You've got to see these guys."
So that's where they got a lot of press.
Yeah, because it was like all the celebs.
Don't worry, the blood will wash off. It's all right.
Yeah.
Terrible accent.
No, it was perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who plays the other one? Like
Andrew Garfield.
Oh,
I think. Yeah, he's one of the Spider-Man. See him? Yeah, I think that's him.
He's great.
Yeah. So basically they've announced that they're making this thing. So I can definitely tell you they're making it. I don't think I can really say anything else about it. But
that's amazing.
Yeah.
How many episodes?
8. Yeah.
So how long was the whole consult? Are you still doing it?
So I've only done one session. Yeah. So but it's like coin moves and then some other stuff.
Let's stay tuned.
Yeah.
I can't. When do you think they'll drop it?
I don't know actually. No idea. Yeah.
Guess.
No.
These things take a long time to film, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, wow.
I guess it'll be next year.
You could do a Houdini one too, right?
Yeah. I mean, if they make one, I'm in.
I mean, you could get a reputation for being
for
a
doing
consultant.
that stuff. Yeah, I quite like consulting. I used to work on this show called Tricked, which is like a hidden camera prank show, but with magic
I've never
pranks.
heard this.
Yeah, it was ITV2. It was like.
I know all the ITV2 shows.
Well, check your fucking notes because it existed.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was good fun. Like because you just have this mad concept of like because it was all hidden camera. It was something magical would happen, but without being framed as a magic trick, and you just have people reacting like, "What the fuck just happened there?" And it was just quite good because you could have like the maddest concepts. And no one's really watching it with this kind of critical eye because they don't know there's a magic trick coming. So you can be switching things in and out. You can be replacing basically you could do really like cool stuff.
Yeah,
and it would suddenly take them by surprise, and you get to see people thinking they were literally losing their brain, like because of what is going on. Yeah, it was good. It's good fun.
So this thing where you're a consultant, like say you're on the set, like you go out to eat with the actors and everything. Would do you ever just do magic in front of them?
So if it's consulting for an actor, you would like just because they want to see something. But when it's consulting for another magician, you're very much like, no, he's the magician. I'm just some guy. Because even though you're off camera at that point, they don't want to sort of. Ultimately, they're often the ones that have done the least work on the show because they just come in and shoot the trick and fuck off, and you've been working on it for months, but you don't want.
Fuck you.
You don't want to. You don't want to. They don't want everyone to know that.
But don't you think if I was an actor on a show and you were a consultant, I'd be asking you to do magic all the time? Wouldn't you have to say, like, Jude, come on, I'm off the clock?
Maybe.
Okay?
Luckily, I quite enjoy doing it, so it's all right. But yeah.
Oh, man. What a life. See, I feel bad about asking you, but do you have a magic?
Have a magic.
Do you have a magic?
I can do some magic.
You do?
Yeah, sure. So I've by the way, the cards here, Rich brought those. I didn't bring them.
No, listen. I just brought them just for display.
Yeah, they're good. They look great. Ace of Hearts.
Yeah.
Incredible. Should we try a couple of tricks?
We can do one for now and then close with one. How's that?
Okay, yeah, sure. All right, so let's try this. This might not even work. We'll give it a go. If it doesn't work, we'll cut it out.
We keep it in.
Imagine that you hand me a random card from that pack. Okay. And I put it in my.
Oh wait, can I do another one?
Change a different one. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. And I put it in my trouser pocket. Right, let's go. What card was it?
5 of diamonds.
Are you sure? Yeah. Happy?
No, it was the 8 of spades.
So what was it? 5 of diamonds or 8 of spades? Up to you.
5 of diamonds.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I do have a card in my pocket.
No effing way.
5 of diamonds?
Yeah. What? Get out of here now! It's not magic, it's witchcraft! How did you know? Like, what if I had said another card?
Yeah, I guess we'll never know.
Did you do that to Jude?
I haven't shown him that one. No.
Did you figure that this is the one I want to do for Rich?
No, I when I saw the cards there, I thought it would be good to sort of use them without using them.
Wait, is this the card from my deck?
No, it's not. It's that would be extra cool.
No, and it's like almost
this is what I put in at home. But yeah.
Let's just take a break. I think that's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Now, how do you feel when people are all amazed after a trick?
I like it. It would be less. It wouldn't be great if you were like, yeah, okay. And what else? It's got to. If there's no reaction, there's kind of no.
I'll tell you something. In another podcast, I think I talked about this. But have you ever been to the Magic Castle?
No, I haven't. But we've briefly talked about it, I think. But no, I haven't been.
Okay. Yeah. This is like. There are these small rooms too for comedy. I mean for magic.
Yeah.
And big rooms. And I watched one of the smaller rooms, which is like, close in magic and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was during the week, and there were magicians in the audience.
Oh yeah.
And they were not amazed.
No,
because they were kind of talking like, put that in his
very
left
smart.
hand.
Yeah.
So that's the worst audience for a magician.
No, it's no good. Yeah. Magicians are, I know it's a stereotype, but they are very often a certain type of personality, like quite nerdy because you have to be to really focus and learn this stuff, but also often quite sort of socially awkward and using magic as a kind of crutch to kind of, I mean, I definitely had a bit of that growing up as well.
Yeah.
But what that means is they're quite weird in an audience. Yeah, just like
they don't know how to
no emotion.
Yeah.
Even just pretend, just go, oh, yeah. But no.
So you think their emotions on stage are all patter and they figure it out? Like, I have to do this at this point.
People like it when you do this. Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, it's a sweeping statement. There are some magicians who have great personalities and are funny and whatever, but often, yeah. It's often the ones in the audience, the ones that are sort of the amateur, sort of like the hobbyists who are like, they do it because they like the puzzle element of it.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're sort of sitting there in the dark or often shuffling a pack of cards loudly. And
You've got to go to the Magic Castle.
Yeah.
But you need a coat and tie.
Yeah, I can do that.
Because I didn't have one. They had to give me one.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's some weird
Yeah,
rule.
but you get some really baggy, weird thing.
Yeah,
like,
that has lice
that,
in
that
it.
looks worse than what I came
Yeah.
in. Yeah. No, so I still haven't been. I might.
But I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
a member showed me around because he was in the club, like, and he showed me to the library downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
And he showed these big books, and he goes, "These are the vaudeville books that have all the acts." And apparently, what they would do in the U.S., they'd divide the country into 4 parts,
Right.
and they'd have a big convention every year. And they had, like, the magicians would have all these tricks, right?
And it's like, right,
But
you
they would
do
divide
them.
it. Yeah, like,
right.
I'm on the East Coast, I get to do the 3 rings.
Yeah.
And then you do
the newspaper.
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't repeat
That's so
somebody
funny.
else's joke in
and
that
then we
section.
swap in summer
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, wow, it's amazing. I've heard that a lot about sort of old like the working men's clubs and things having, the sort of stock lines and jokes. Like yeah, those guys. But when you have like let's say in magic, the kind of canned sort of stock joke would be stand up here just above the trapdoor. Like there's no trapdoor, it's just like a shit joke. But it would be like, okay, so I'm doing trapdoor and blah blah. Okay, you can say the joke about. There's this like really lame joke where it's like put your hand out and then they go no, the clean one, and then when they put the other one out they go, oh, I guess that was the clean one. yeah
That's good.
The first time maybe, but
Can I use that?
You can use that. Yeah.
No, but so it's not just the trick. Like they wouldn't just put, oh, and then you put your left hand here, and then it's also a script.
Yeah.
It's like a script.
Yeah, so magicians it's a really weird thing in magic where, so in comedy, if someone came out and started doing your material, you'd be like,
I'd love it.
You'd love it, and that's what I'm trying to say.
I wouldn't have to do it.
Yeah, and you're just and then they pass you the fee. No, but so someone comes out and does all of Michael McIntyre's set. People would be like emailing him going, this guy's doing your set, and he'd be furious, rightfully so. He's paid good money for those jokes. But maybe you're right.
But a magician.
But magicians kind of just, it's really common for them to just do wholesale, do the trick, the patter,
Wait,
the
so
script.
say somebody invents a trick and the patter.
Yeah.
They wouldn't mind if somebody stole their patter.
Well, because there's a weird sort of economy in magic where people invent tricks and sell them. Let's say I've got this great.
Oh, it's like a copyright or a trademark.
Yeah, so say I've got this like 5-minute set that I do a lot, and I'm thinking this is really strong. I think people would buy this. I could just put it on a DVD, download whatever, and sell it as a thing to magicians, and they'd go, great, I'll put that in my set, and they would put it in fucking wholesale, like the same lines, everything. And there are people, the good ones, don't do that. They come up with their own tricks, their own jokes. But because you can just take stuff in that way, sometimes magicians don't really get that, like, you can't always do that. So they'll just go, you'll come up with a trick, you're really proud of it, and someone will go, oh, I love that opener you did. Yeah, I can't wait to try that on Friday. You're like, no, you fucking can't.
You are not.
Yeah,
I'll slit your face.
Yeah, I will slit your face. Yeah. But yeah, and I've had that so many times. Or just sort of asking you, but in this very...
Well, again, that's kind of the social...
Yeah.
Not being able to understand.
Yeah, it's exactly. That might not be ideal. Yeah.
A lot of comics started out doing magic. Johnny Carson.
Yeah, Johnny Carson, Steve Martin.
Didn't W.C. Fields do magic?
He did. Yeah, he did. Well, I think some with the juggling. Yeah.
That's 3.
That's 3 people at least.
Who else?
Stephen Fry loves magic. Like, he did it as a kid. I know he's hardly even...
Have you done magic for him?
I haven't done it for Stephen Fry. I do these like mad celeb events every year where everyone's like... I do some stuff so I was in New York at Christmas last year.
New York.
Yeah, it was like... This
is a city.
It is a city. It actually is, yeah. And it's big. And I got booked for this thing for this fundraiser, like a charity fundraiser dinner. But like everyone, there's like Steven Spielberg and like...
I saw a picture of that.
On my Instagram?
Did you do magic for him?
Yeah, he was so lovely. And so his table was like this is such a name drop.
And here's Private Ryan.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, went down really well. No,
there you go. Dun 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 dun. Oh, sorry.
I managed to avoid all that.
Good.
But yeah, he was great and really sort of warm and responsive and whatever. and there's all around him was like all these other like stars, and then I go over to the next table. And Carey Mulligan, the act, the Hollywood actor, she hired me to be there. That's why I was there, because Carey.
Oh,
had put me-
nice.
So she came over to the next table while I was mid trick, and she goes, "I think Steven's just figured out how you did it." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Well, what did he say?" And she's like, "He says
Cameras.
he says you can pause time." and I was like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm all right with that theory."
That's good.
But yeah, I was like, "Oh, that's a shame.
Steven.
That's a shame. Oh, Steven.
Just stick to movies.
But yeah.
So I'm getting the feeling that celebrities like to know magicians because it's pretty cool.
It's a weird thing, isn't it? Yeah,
to know a magician.
Yeah, people sort of collect you a bit. I think maybe they're like, "Yeah, I've got this magician."
Hey, come over here and see Pete.
Yeah, this is
Pete.
Yeah, come see my magician. It's that sort of feel to it sometimes. Yeah, but like when
Harry Hill. Pete, Harry Hill.
Like, when Blaine was coming up, one reason he got that special was he was like friends with, I can't remember what they called them, like the Pussy Posse. Do you remember those?
Yes,
yeah,
DiCaprio
and
the first Spider-Man. Who was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Tobey Maguire. Thanks, Kenny.
And there was was it Robert Downey Jr. or something, or one of those guys?
So one of those.
Yeah. And so because DiCaprio had agreed to be in his special, if he made it, that's like a way more interesting proposition for the networks to be there. So there's always that kind of thing. I wonder if it's because like it takes the heat off them for a second. So say you're at this dinner and everyone's going, "So Stephen, tell me about," and then suddenly there's like this thing going on, and they can just
talk to the magician. I don't want to talk to you. I want to eat my meal.
Yeah, there's probably a bit of that.
They don't. After a while, it's just shorthand. It's like, so where did you get started? Magician. Just talk to the fucking magician. What about Blaine? What's his deal? How did he get started? I mean, I want to know how you got started, but do you think you had similar beginnings?
I got started. I got started as a kid, just finding it like a cool hobby. My uncle does magic, and he'd show us some tricks at Christmas, and I was like, "This is amazing," and I kind of just kept going. But then I sort of stopped doing it for a bit because I thought, you just become very aware of how magic is perceived.
Because you wanted to have a girlfriend.
Yeah, I didn't want to be like that guy who like buying my little spinning bow tie and playing card out jacket or whatever. But then Blaine came along in it was like 96, maybe 97, I can't remember. And he had this special that came out at Christmas.
He was so cool.
And it was like, whoa, this is different. Like magic's like maybe cool. Can I be a cool guy?
Yeah.
And that really kind of
so cool.
Yeah. He's obviously a strange guy, but he plays up to that, like that kind of deadpan. Hey, can I show you something? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe.
I'm in the shower.
Yeah.
So, but the thing about it was he would do magic for anybody. I love the fact that he would go to like prisons.
Yeah, exactly, and just out into like the projects in in Brooklyn or whatever it was, and and it was cool and interesting, and it wasn't like at all sort of showbiz cheese. It was like, this is just a guy that does this stuff. So that really kind of made me see it in a different way and get back into it. So what did
Blaine do for you? Did it make you feel like I'm going to change my magic to be less showy and more real?
Well, mine wasn't
talk, Rich? Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No. Was I interrupting you?
No, I was talking too much.
Oh, no, at all.
I was making fun of the fact that I was talking.
I see.
I'm excited.
Me too. I don't think I was ever. I was never keen on the sort of glitzy showbiz stuff. Like I was a skateboarder at the time, and in like listening to hip hop and skateboarding.
So the magic were already cool.
I was the coolest guy in town, but the magic didn't really. My catapult in my back pocket, like Bart Simpson. But the magic didn't really fit with that when magic was all sort of Paul Daniels sequins and whatever. But suddenly it was like, oh, this is kind of this can all work together. I don't have to be the weird magic guy. Yeah.
I mean, Epiphany, a lot of this is similar to comedy.
Right.
Because, well, I think in comedy it happened a lot earlier, but in the 70s, comedy was still about joke. And then they started to do observational comedy, and it started to get a bit more cool. Like Steve Martin, I remember, was pretty cool. Like,
Yeah, he was a bit sort of like hippie,
Surreal, absurd.
yeah. But I remember in his book, that Born Standing Up. Have you read that?
Yes.
It's a good book, isn't it? But he talks about how he was basically all hippies and amber jewelry and stuff, and he deliberately kind of rebranded to like
To a
not,
suit.
yeah, to like not be
Because to be weird in a suit is like, oh, that I don't know what that person is.
Who is this guy? Yeah, in his white suit, with his like,
So I would think in Magic was kind of like vaudeville, kind of like, hey, here's my assistant.
Yeah.
Well, they still do that. David Copperfield.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but he's getting on, isn't he?
Yeah. But then it's David Blaine brought it back around to
and it was just like it was. Yeah, I mean, it suddenly felt like this new thing, and it was like, oh, this is great. Like, I love this, and I loved watching it. I love magicians talk a lot about how one really interesting thing the directors of that show did. It was all single camera, and rather than making it all about the magic, they'd show the trick, but then it was all about the reactions, and they would stay on the reactions. They'd have people running off down the road. They'd stay on it. They're not cutting away. People are starting, and then eventually the people are like losing their mind a bit, just going like, but. And then the camera's just right on their face, just like capture that. Like
so you like the camera work?
Well, I mean, it presented, it made it more like this isn't just about, oh, the Joker's changed into the Jack of Spades, because that's kind of cool for a second. But they were like, look at these people. They're having like this existential crisis. Isn't that interesting?
He was having an effect on people.
Yeah, and it made it way more, I guess, human and like, yeah, I guess it is mad that that's happened actually. Now, like they kind of they turned the camera the other way a bit, basically.
It's like just showing the preacher, but not the congregants in the pews.
Exactly.
Going, oh, Lord.
Exactly like that. Yeah. You're all about the congregants, aren't you? And you're always happy. Yeah.
No, but you want to see the effect it has on other people.
Exactly. Yeah, that was the sort of kind of interesting. Yeah, I think that was a real, just clever and intelligent thing to do. It's quite obvious in retrospect, but like just go, look at this, look at these people freaking out.
But then it's like a certain power when you see everybody freaking out and you just sort of are casual about it. Like, yeah, I did that.
I guess I did do that. Yeah. I always find it quite hard sometimes to just soak up the reaction. I like, because I'm not a very showbizy ta-da guy, so I'm always a bit like, yep.
But that's good. I think that's good for your line of work.
Yeah, I think it probably has worked quite well for me, but it can be quite awkward sometimes because they're sort of looking to you like, wow, that was amazing, assuming it went well, right? And then you're like, what'd you do? Yep, pretty much. Yeah. But equally, you don't want to be like, oh, thank you, sir. And they're like, I thought you were cool 2 seconds ago, and now you're a little weird, shy freak.
What's gone wrong with you?
Yeah. So it's a strange thing, but it goes back to that. What do you want the audience to think when you do these tricks? Which it's like, do I want them to think I'm a superhuman? Like, no, I don't want that. But equally, I do like that they are questioning reality for a second. That's cool. I don't mean with that 5 of diamonds trick. That was quite a small little thing. But some tricks, you do go, hold on, is reality even a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're a family guy, right?
I'm a family guy.
Yeah. So what does your family think when you do magic? Is it kind of like, just don't do magic in front of us?
No, luckily. Well, so my immediate family, so I've got a wife and 2 kids, and they're lovely. Like, my wife's really supportive. She gets it. She's
But will you try out a new trick in front? Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. And I'll try out. But actually, if a trick gets a good reaction from Alex, I know it's a good trick because she's seen it fucking all. So I might do a trick and she'll be like, and I'm like, okay, she knows exactly how it works, but sometimes she'll, it's past the Alex test, and it's like, okay, that's a good one, that's going in. And the kids are really sweet. They're really, because they're young enough to not be too eye-rolly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, put the fucking cards away.
Yeah.
It's like they're really sweet and sort of proud of me, which is lovely.
Yeah. That'll go away.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it will. Yeah. But at the moment, I'm loving it. I'm loving that. But my parents were always very it's not that they're not supportive of me, but they kind of didn't get it. Like magic.
Magic?
Oh yeah, because you had law school,
How
right?
much do you make in magic?
Yeah. And I think obviously that comes from a place of being supportive. They think they're being supportive by going, get a real job in the city with it wearing a suit. And I'm like, that
You
would make me
need
want
to-
to die.
You need to work for the government.
Yeah.
Get a regular paycheck
Yeah.
with dental insurance.
Exactly.
Magicians don't have dental insurance.
They don't.
Sorry,
No, that's them.
It's probably not their accent.
It's not exactly,
No,
but you're pretty close. But no, but obviously, yeah, like I say, it's not coming from a bad place. It's coming from they want me to be.
Of course,
have
they
money
think
and
that
an
by
income
giving you the negatives, we've scared them. And
Yeah.
then in a way, for parents, you said, well, at least I've said my piece.
Yeah.
So if he goes and fucks it all up,
I did say, yeah.
I told them.
Yeah, exactly. Which is like you've done your due diligence as a parent.
Your
yeah.
teeth are falling out.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah. That was
What
them,
was
that
that?
was them handing me a tooth back.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a card.
No, it's just some very bad toothpaste.
No,
mine.
I would go like this.
Would you? Is that more? Yeah. What kind? Is that a molar though?
It's a molar.
Yeah, mine was a canine, so that's why it was smaller. Yeah.
So, what, Kenny?
Are we getting told to
I
wrap
tell
it
him
up?
no. I tell him to give me a signal, and then I still go, "What?"
Okay.
Like
yeah.
that's not cool.
He could have just said
I'm
it
supposed to look at it
and go.
and incorporate it into the pod.
Yeah.
So are you saying we have
What
10
does the
minutes?
signal mean? Ditch this guy.
You asked for 10.
All right.
Okay.
Now, Pete, I do have some questions. There's a segment in the show. I'm sure you've seen the pod.
I have. Well, I've heard. I haven't seen, but yeah.
It's called. Oh, you just heard it.
Yeah.
You can watch this and hear it, by the way, people, on YouTube.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
don't know. You can. I just say it's just, yeah. Anyway.
Do you listen to a lot of podcasts?
I listened to a couple. I listened to this one. I listened. I mean,
You
everyone.
don't need to suck up.
I
You're
do
already
listen.
doing
Yeah,
this.
I do listen to this one. That's great.
Yeah, thank you.
I listen to everyone else in the world listens to this as well. I listen to the Off Menu podcast.
Oh, come on.
And the-
Yeah, it's good.
It is good.
I admit it.
It's funny.
I admit it.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's, yeah. But yeah, just a few different things.
So this segment's called Fill in the Blank.
Yes.
Don't think, just answer it.
All
okay?
right. I'm sorry.
The best song about magic is blank.
Fuck. The only song I can think of with magic in is "Could It Be Magic."
That's not bad. But I was thinking of that ho,
what about-
ho, ho,
Oh,
it's
it's
magic.
Yeah, sometimes
You
when I'm
know, never believe it's not so.
yeah,
Sorry.
that's probably the best one actually. Sometimes when I do corporate sets or whatever, like stage sets, and they'll put on some shit music like that to as I'm walking onto the
like
stage.
a medley.
Yeah, but like as I'm coming up the stage, and it's like you need it's bad. Like you need some energy. You know, like in comedy clubs they have like dun, 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 whatever. But I don't know what that was. But
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah, that one. But yeah, when you have some sort of drippy 70s magic shit, it
Pete,
doesn't really hype the crowd.
Some advice. You need some set music. You just give them.
Yeah, I
Like,
should, but I can't. That seems a bit professional
This is my
for me.
thing.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Blank and blank are the most important skills in magic.
Are these all magic based blank sentences?
Most of them.
Blank and blank are the most important skills in magic.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna answer that honestly rather than try and be funny.
Oh, you don't have to be funny.
No, well, I'm struggling. Okay. Naturalness and misdirection. By naturalness, I mean being able to deliver something like it's your actual personality and like you're actually.
I get
talking.
it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, not like, and we have here a
Yeah.
and it's like, who is this fucking
That's
freak?
old school.
Yeah. But that's really a lot of people can't let go of that.
And misdirection's got to be
Yeah.
probably the most important.
It's huge, and some people are amazing at it. I'm obviously, hopefully, all right at it, but people can take. I know people that can take your tie, your belt, your cufflinks, your watch off you, and you wouldn't have noticed that. Yeah, it's absolutely insane just because you're busy watching.
I don't
the
know how they do it.
Yeah.
I get my best blanks in the shower. That's not magic related.
It's not necessarily. I do get ideas in the shower, so...
Me too.
Yeah. Did you ever get ideas in your dreams?
Yes, sometimes.
I woke up with an idea for a magic trick, and I was so excited when I woke up, like, this is amazing, and then it was fucking terrible. I was like, I've got this trick, it's going to end the dream. It was like...
It's a giant tiger.
No, it was rubbish. It was like... Yeah, in fact, I won't even say it because it's just this drivel. It's just like absolute nonsense. And I woke up like, yeah, so what it was. I was like, oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, back to sleep.
I thought you were going to say, because I've done this, you write it down and then it's illegible in the morning.
Once I thought I'd come up with a joke in my sleep. And I did exactly. I woke myself up in the middle of the night, like, got my phone. I'm like, it's glaring and I'm typing, trying to write this thing down, go back to sleep. And in the morning, I woke up and I was like, oh, I had a joke, I think. And I look at my notes and it just says, 12is Predgley.
That's amazing.
It's pretty funny, to be fair.
And you have eggs, like 12 eggs.
Maybe, but no, 12is Predgley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not as
but
good.
you could have 12, yeah, sorry.
No.
You could have 12 eggs. It could be 12 eggs Predgley.
I like it.
Yeah. It's pretty good. But nobody steal that. That's my... Yeah.
The most overrated trick is blank.
That's a good one. Most overrated.
There's a lot of thought that went into these.
I can tell. I don't know. What do people rate? What are the big tricks? Like...
Making a big thing disappear.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that overrated, though?
I mean, it's pretty good. What I like about that, I like the big picture thinking. I like, instead of going, right, how do I make this coin disappear? They're going, what about we make the fucking Statue of Liberty disappear? It's like, whoa,
Copperfield did that?
Yeah, I mean, that's just even attempting that. That's a pretty... I admire the balls to try that.
Green screen. No.
I mean, I do... Do you know the method? I won't say
No,
that.
I don't
it's
know.
Actually, it's quite... It's an interesting method. But what's overrated? I don't know. I can't think what's rated. Never mind overrated.
Okay.
But there's one thing that people always think you're going to do and make jokes about is pulling a rabbit out of a hat. I've never in my whole life. Not only have I never seen a magician do that, I've never seen a video of a magician doing it.
Really?
No, you see it in a sitcom where there was a magician character and they've just cut, used editing to make. I've never seen a real life magician in a video or in real life.
You know where you
pulling
see
a rabbit.
it?
Where?
Did you ever see Frosty the Snowman? In the beginning, there's a magician, and there's a rabbit that comes out of the hat,
Okay,
and then the hat winds up on Frosty because it's a magic hat.
Yeah, right. Is that a cartoon, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Found
Yeah.
out! Blank is the magician I most want to be like. I think we already discussed this.
Yeah.
David.
Well, David Blaine in a way, but no, he's not. I wouldn't want to. I think he is his own thing, and I'm happy for him to be that. I'll tell you who I think is brilliant. Darren Brown. Have you ever seen his stage shows?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him live.
So on TV, he's brilliant anyway because the tricks are really strong and creepy. But he also has that sort of quite dark, edgy, sort of creepy thing going on. Whereas on stage, it's a bit lighter, and he's really funny and like warm and sort of naturally. Like he's just really sharp and smart, and you just think this is a clever man.
That was strong. I'll tell you what's going to be strong. This next trick.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you going to do one?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like I could give you a magic power. Then you can do a trick. Do you want to give? Should I give you one of my minor magic powers?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't give you a major one because I don't want the competition. But because I was making a list of potential potential magic powers I could give you. Right. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I've got a list of superpowers in my notes. They're numbered. So we've got things like ability to tell between butter and I can't believe it's not butter.
That's hard.
But with close to 50% accuracy. So we've got ability to predict the past.
Yes.
It's not like so you can't get the lottery numbers, but you could get last week's. So
that's not
bad.
nothing.
It's not nothing. Invisibility light. So it's like invisibility, but we just reduce your opacity slightly. So you can still see. We can still see you, but but you don't have any issue with sliding doors, which is a big problem for the invisible community, isn't that right, sir?
Hello.
Yeah, right.
Welcome.
Do you want ability to tell which cat is the bigger of two cats just by looking and asking a couple of questions? Ability to guess any baby's name, but always in a creepy way. But anyway, basically, they're all numbered and all.
I like it.
Can I actually? So how many have we got there? We've got 50. We've got exactly 50. Can Could you
28.
Oh yeah, you know where I'm going with this.
No, I just thought you need a number.
I do
right?
need a number. Yeah.
28.
Okay, I'll let you do the scrolling. So you can, in fact, yeah, if you scroll down, but don't. In fact, yeah, you can
Don't
say it.
say
No,
it?
you can say it. Yeah, what's 28?
Ability to manifest kiwi fruit.
Okay, so you can make a kiwi fruit appear then, right? Oh
What?
my God! Jesus Christ!
Oh, you mother effer!
That's useful.
Well,
That's
'cause
you
it's
can
a
just do
great
that now.
Thing.
Yeah. So that's a little skill that you've got now. Yeah, you can take that with you anytime you want.
Thank you, Pete.
No, you're welcome. Handy.
I'm glad I came away with something.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're welcome.
Anything you'd like to plug?
You know what? I don't have anything that exciting coming up, but you can follow me on Instagram at Pete Heat, or I don't know. You can book me for your event, I guess, your corporate event.
Yeah?
No.
Or
yeah.
a non-corporate event,
Oh, a non-corporate
right?
event. Yeah, absolutely.
What if there's some rich guy or woman with a big backyard?
Oh, woman, thank you. With a big backyard. Yeah, they want to hire me. Absolutely, yeah, get me involved. But no, yeah, if you follow me on Instagram or wherever, then I let you know when I'm doing shows. Basically, that's the thing you can do.
Thanks, Pete.
You're
All the
welcome.
best.
Actually, do you want to see one more trick before I go?
Yes.
Okay. Do either of you, and this is old school, but do either of you have a banknote on you? Like
We don't carry cash.
No, you're
Because we get mugged all the time.
Okay. No, fair enough. I can see that. No.
I have
do
keys.
you have- no, keys. Okay, you know what? We're not doing that trick. Forget it.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I give you one and I pretend it's yours. That's less. It's more about the jeopardy of what's going to happen to the cash. That's good if it's mine.
Oh, I had a 10
hold on.
yesterday.
Well, that's no good to me. Oh, no, should we just pretend that you've
Yeah,
got,
yeah.
Okay. What's that? A 20. There you go.
Ooh,
So
20.
let's put that away, and I'll ask you again. Do either smooth? Do either of you have a banknote on you? Like any
No, sorry. No. I think I've got a 20 here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. You know,
20.
before we do this, can you, if I give you a pen, can you sign your name on it?
Where?
Anywhere that shows up, so make it kind of
Not on the Queen's face.
No way. That's illegal. Okay, we've got Rich on a 25 note. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Where's the camera? Is it? Yes, there we go. Okay, thank you.
This is a real note.
It
by
is
the
a real
way.
note. So it says Rich, and I'm going to make you rich. Good little line here.
He folded it. He folded it.
Yeah, as you fold it, I don't know if you can see this that well. As you fold it,
Oh,
it's
I've done this.
do you know what's happening? As you fold it, it starts to get like the paper starts to kind of change colour slightly. Do you see this? Like, until suddenly that is
50?
£50 note. And do you see your name?
No!
And do you see your name there?
No,
Didn't
it's
think
gone.
so. Yeah, no, it's mine. So yeah, that's that.
That's
trick.
amazing.
Thank you.
I
But-
just do it where it's upside down.
Oh, right,
I thought you
know.
were just...
Okay. You know, but you do get your money back. This might be a big ask. Do either of you have? I don't know why you would. Do either of you have a knife on you? I imagine you don't.
Yeah,
Do you
I
actually
do.
have one? No.
No.
Actually, no, I think I do.
Sorry.
No, hold on. Here. Right.
You're used to playing tougher crowds.
Yeah, I am. South London. If I just.
You're cutting up my kiwi.
I'm cutting up your kiwi. Sorry about that. But look.
Shit. A 20? No effing way. Can I take this out?
Yeah, of course.
Are you out of your mind? That's the same one. That is the exact same
It
one.
is. Thanks.
On
There
that
you go.
note, you are the devil,
Yeah.
and you must be banished.
Okay.
Thank
fine.
you, Pete.
Thank you.
All right. See this man wherever he is.
Yeah, come see me.
And
please.
ask for a kiwi. Or maybe ask me.
you. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
See you, Pete.
See you. Bye.
Oh my God. I look at him not only as a human, but as a warlock now. And thank you for watching. If you like what you see, press subscribe. There's more of it. It's going to happen down the pike every week. I think we drop on Wednesday, don't we, Kenny? Yes. So listen, as promised, I'm going to answer some questions that you guys had in the comment section. Mitch Samal asks, when are we going to see Kenny? Well, none of your damn business, Mitch. We're going to see Kenny when we hit 10,000 subscribers, okay? I'm going to hold out who this Kenny is, and he's a good looker. But we're going to have a live show at 10,000 with a pizza party, and you're going to see Kenny, okay? All right, Mitch. Thanks. If you have any more questions, write them in. YouTube, have you heard of it?
Rich Fulcher's TalkBox.